Okay, folks, here we are. We're back with another replay, this time in the T-34-3, and we are going to show you an ace tanker today. This is Corellia, I believe. Yeah, Corellia. And we are top tier, as is our five other people, it looks like. So it looks like, to me, like it's a, or maybe it's an 8-7. I didn't look, to be honest with you, but at any rate, there's quite a few top tiers and quite a few bottom tiers, but we're a two-tier spread, and that's good for us. Now, you may wonder, as this T-34 is making a horrible mistake, and we're able to get lucky and snapshot him just to track him, you may wonder why I'm not going over to the other side. And the reason is because I've been killed there so many times by being outnumbered and dogpiled that I just really don't go there that often anymore. So we get a quick 800 damage though on the T-34, which is fantastic. And we're trying to catch another shot, but it looks like one of the Scorpions hit him. So we're playing kind of slow this game. Because if the enemy pushes in, our best bet is to wait for this TS5 and Scorpion G and IS2 to support us. There's really no reason to go way up there and be completely unsupported. So we do see the Tiger 1, although we don't have a very good shot on him, and we're going to take that shot. That turns out not to do anything, obviously, as he pops back up. But the other problem is Panteras, okay? When you've got a Pantera on the enemy team and they've got 720 alpha, even if they don't manage to kill you and you're able to kill them before they kill you, they are going to cripple you health-wise. And it's just not worth giving up that health at the start of the game. So we're just hanging out, trying to see if we can get shots on stuff, and this Udez obviously pushes in and we're able to put a shot into him. He seems to have the small gun, but he does take out our engine, and we're repositioning and re-angling to see if we can get a shot on him. Now, we are behind a bush, so he's going to have a hard time spotting us if he pops out. But at this point, I want to make sure that I'm not getting rushed down by that Pantera. And thankfully, I'm not. So I'm in a forward position, as far forward as I could possibly be, and still have support, really, from every angle. And so we're just going to back off a little bit and try and get into a position that we can surprise the enemy. As it turns out, we hit that shot. That is, you know, I might hit that 2 or 3 times out of 10, to be honest with you. So I had some good RNG this game, but you're also in for a pretty good game. We're up to 1600 damage, and this Pantera pulls back, but not quite far enough. And so we're able to take him out and stay hull down to any other enemies. This spot is really good for this tank because of the various ridge lines that are really fairly flat, and you're able to get shots. Now, we also own the hill, which makes things a lot easier for me because I can sit anywhere I want out here and not have to worry too much. So we've got the TS5 is kind of finally moving up. He is, I take a snapshot on the Leo, but he is, he's got really good armor and a very good gun. So I was kind of surprised that he sat that far back, but nevertheless, I'm going to try and get someone to kill this Leo for me. And again, we get a little bit lucky on RNG here. So, not pre-aimed. I don't know, 440, well, he's right at the edge, basically, of my view range. So, that's 445 meters unaimed, and we hit that shot. Now, what I'm just trying to do here is get this Leo killed, right? And in the meantime, we've lost the other side, so I have to reposition. So I do that, I pull out, and I assume that I'm going to take a shot from this Leo, but apparently not. I don't know if he's got that bad a crew or what, but we're able to track him once and then take him out. So we're up to 2,800 damage now and 600 assist. So now that we've lost the hill, I'm going to stay out here long enough to get a shot and see what happens. But now that we've lost the hill and there's obviously another tank out here, I don't want to hang my hat out here too far. But we are able to take out the T-34-3, which I believe is... I can't remember if that's the Tier 7 medium in this line or not. This, of course, is the premium tank. But it looks like the OHO's moved off, and I'm happy with that. So we're going to go ahead and try and pull up here enough just to get a shot on the Tiger 1, and we miss our shot. But that's okay because we're covered kind of from every angle. And there is a UDES, but he is not looking to poke me. So, and he's really not looking to poke me now because he's a one-shot. So I'm kind of a little impatient with this TS5 because I think he should have used his armor more. It turns out that, well, we win the game and I make some mistakes at the end. But anyway, there I am talking to him. You're full health. Come on. You know, all he's got to do is push out there and shoot that UDES. And that SU-122S hasn't no hope of penetrating him. He's got a 217 pen, and I mean, I suppose he could if he hits lower plate, but it's very unlikely, especially with as derpy as that gun is. So I decide I'm going to push the action. Maybe it's not the smartest idea, but I've got a pretty good game going here, and I would like to continue that. So we get lit out here, which is okay because the OHO is over on the other side, and it's pretty obvious to me that the S1 has not moved up, and now he gets spotted, right? So I'm still out of the S1's view range, and at this point the 122 is shooting at me, but I'd like to take out this guy and then move on. So we've taken that guy out, and now it's an ISU-122S, which is basically an SU-122-44 with worse armor. So pulling out to the side, and an epic low roll, of course, and I have no idea where that SU-122 went because he stopped firing at me. I don't know why. And the STRV S1 is obviously not in view range either. So at this point I want to take this guy out so he quits spotting me, you know. And I don't know how he pinned that, but apparently he got a pinning shot on me there, and maybe it was my engine deck, I don't know. But at any rate, we take a hit there. Looks like it might have been up our upper plate. So we're up to 3,800 damage and 1,000 assist. And now I'm thinking we need to go back and defend, because if this TS5 gets left all alone against an SU-122-44 and an STRV, he is screwed because they could surround him potentially. So we're just trying to get into a position to help against this STRV, which means getting into a flanking position if at all possible, and that's what we're going to do. And the TS5 is continuing to back off, which I'm fine with. I want the damage at this point. I've got 6 kills, and we'd like to get some more damage out of this game. Still don't know where the SU-122-44 is, but I've got to assume that he's a base camper for life. Turns out he's not, but he sat in base forever. Way, way too long. So the STRV, I don't know why he didn't sit back, because he would be so hard to dig out, especially when you got to deal with an SU 122-44. But he didn't, and he gets hit by me, and he is gonna be chased down either by myself or the TS5. And I don't know why he sits there, but he does, and just takes it. So we've got a fair bit of health left, and we've got 4,400 damage, 1,000 assist. So I was trying to type something to the TS5, and finally I just hit enter, even though I had a letter in there. And this is where I screw up, folks. The SU 122-44 has amazing DPM. He's going to reload before me every time, and I sit out there like a dope. And the reason I sit out there like a dope is I had 7 kills and I wanted to get an 8th. Nevertheless, Chappie 68 did take out the last tank, and that is the end of the game for a win with 4,400 damage in a tier 8 tank, which is pretty good in my opinion. Especially we didn't use a lot of gold rounds. We ran out of standard rounds and we had to use a few gold, but other than that, yeah, we tried to use standard rounds as much as possible. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the after action on this. Okay, here we are at the after action report. We did get an ace tanker, we got a high caliber and a top gun and 2 bonds to boot. We were first on the team by almost 500, or over 500. The TS5 ended up second with 2,500 damage. I really feel like he could have had a better game, but regardless, looks like their OHO did pretty well, 3,000 damage. 21 shots fired, 17 hits, 15 pins, and like I said, 5,400 combined, and that was enough for 45,000 credits, which I'm happy with a standard account, and it was on a double, so we ended up with 3,100 XP out of that. So I appreciate you guys watching. I will have to catch you on the next one. Toanster out.